Nnamdi Kanu is going to stand trial. But his lawyer, after leaving the court, decided to speak to the press. This is what he had to say. Please take a listen to this.
We're talking about somebody's life. Of course, as a matter of this thing, the Igbos are on trial. This is a war against the Igbos. Of course, you are here when the president ordered the police and the army to go and negotiate and have a discussion with the terrorists and the non-bandits in this town. And somebody that is exercising his rights as given to him by the constitution, both local and international legislations, and you say that he should enter trial. Trial for what? What is it trial? What are you trying for? Do you have even jurisdiction? Does the court have jurisdiction to entertain this particular matter? Somebody that has been discharged by court of appeal. So we don't want to go into that. This is a trial. Again, these Igbos are on trial. This is a persecution, not a prosecution. And I'm calling the entire Nigerians. It's the Igbos and the Nnamdi Kanu today. It can be another person tomorrow. And we should stand against it. That's why we are protesting. Why should we be treating a human being like this? Simply because the offense Nnamdi Kanu committed is because he's an Igbo man.
That's not supposed to be a lawyer. Nnamdi Kanu is on trial. He says the Igbos that are on trial. Again, let's use this to do a little history class. 1948 it was. Another Nnamdi. This time Nnamdi Azikiwe had returned from a trip to the UK representing NCNC with some other leaders, including Madam Olufumila Ransome-Kuti. They had raised money for them to travel. They raised £13,000. They went and then they returned. And when they returned, the trip was considered utter failure. It was so bad that the Igbos in the southeast decided to organize a day of mourning because they didn't have any, you can't say that this is something they achieved. When they returned to the western region, people started asking questions, and then it got to the point of talking about money. This was between 47 and 48. And so they started asking for, like, okay, so give us accounting of how much you spent on the trip. Well, after it was prodded long enough, he said, wait, out of the £13,000 that we got to travel to the UK, 9,000 came from the eastern region. That's from Azikiwe. People started, having issues with what it was doing. And that spilled into what happened in 48, with all the shenanigans that West African Pilot was doing with the Yoruba people. But there's a statement they made. The statement they made in 48 was that any attack on Nnamdi Azikiwe was an attack on the Igbos.